Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, we had a frost last night, or this morning, and all those things that I planted, I had to go and cover up. So, May 15th is supposed to be our last frost date, but that didn't happen. So I'm hoping yesterday was the last frost date. May hasn't been terrible, but mostly it's been on the chilly side. We've had sunny days and we haven't had a lot of rain, but a lot of the days there's been a chill in the air or a cold breeze. So it hasn't been unpleasant, but it hasn't been a really great May either. Of course, I don't want it to be in the upper 80s and 90s, but it's been kind of difficult to figure out when to plant things, especially when you have starts that keep getting bigger and bigger and you don't want to up-pot them because that's just more work. So, yeah, gardening is a lot of work. It's not a freebie. It's not like you're getting totally free food, because it can be expensive too. But there's nothing like nice fresh food. So I'm trying something a little different with my coffee today. It's still the gentle on your stomach coffee. So I already put some flavored syrup in here. And you guys know the drill. It's chocolate raspberry. But what I want to try today is just putting some of this, it's like Coffee Mate in here rather than sweetened creamer, and see maybe if it's not quite so sweet. I'm playing around with it, trying to figure out a good way to drink this coffee. Since I like flavored coffee, I don't know, it's like my garden. You have to keep fooling around with it until you get what you like. So let me try this. It might need a little more creamer. I made the coffee a little stronger this morning. So cheers. That's good. I could drink that. I think maybe it could use just a touch more creamer. So if you can't, I know some of you can't buy flavored creamer where you live. So try the syrups and then just use a creamer, like a powdered creamer or a regular liquid creamer. Half and half would work. But I didn't want to buy any plain creamer until I try this. So let me try it again. Yep, that's tasty. I can't say it's any tastier than with the flavored creamer, but I wanted to try it this morning. So now I need to gather up all the sheets off the plants before the sun gets too hot. I've got a very busy morning. It's garbage day, and I have a ton of garbage, old boxes and things. Grandson Ryan cleaned out some of the basement. So the garbage cans are full, and I still have to clean up the backyard a little bit from my little friends leaving their mess. And then I have to have little Lizzie at the groomer at 9 a.m. And just getting her out the door is a project because everybody wants to go. So, all right, I'm going to get busy here and do my budget book real quick, and then I'll be back. Well, yesterday I had to bring all my little starts in that were on the deck, all my tomatoes and peppers and tender annuals, because We had a big frost last night, and I had to cover everything up. So look at all the frost on the sheets. So I had to cover everything up, all my flowers. Oh dear. Well, we were past our last frost date, but somebody lied. So I had to cover everything up, and all my other things went in the greenhouse. So it's really cold out here this morning. It's in the 30s. So yes, the joys of gardening. Oh, I'm so glad I covered everything up, because it would have been all a bunch of work for nothing. All right, well, I'm going back in and make my coffee. Okay, back at the budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. I almost did, because Aldi's had an ad, and they had hanging baskets for $7.99, and I figured I would get 2 more, because you can't beat that price. Everybody else, even Mark's, was $13.99 or something like that. And I thought, because their sale starts on Wednesdays, I thought I'd hop in the car and go and pick up a couple more baskets, because I'm sure they're all picked over by today. But I decided not to. I just wasn't feeling it. My hand is better today, but yesterday I was having problems with my right hand, and I just had a pajama day. And really the thought of getting dressed and going to the store just was not appealing. So I stayed home, and I may go there after I drop little Lizzie off, because it's not far from there, and see what they have left. But I think that'll pretty much be it on the flowers, except for a half flat of marigolds, because I used up all my marigolds in the back and I want some for the front. So today I'll be spending money. It's around $45, $50 to get my dogs trimmed, and then tomorrow I have Bandit. He's going for a trim, but I can't do it anymore. I used to trim my little Allie. She was so good. But Lizzie's kind of a nervous Nellie, so it would take me forever to trim her, and I don't even know if she'd let me do it. She'd be rolling around on the floor, and, just I don't think it would work. So I'll leave it to the professionals. So if you're in the market for a dog, think about the maintenance of trimming them, because some dogs you just have to trim. So I have 2 that I have to get trimmed. I actually like them shaggy. I think they look cute that way, but just for the sake of the hair in the house, and because they shed less, well, at least it's less noticeable if I keep them trimmed. But you have to factor in that cost when you adopt a dog. So, and Chloe, she has very short hair, but she does shed a lot. So, yeah, anyway, there are breeds that don't shed. So do your homework before you adopt a new friend. All right, well, I really have to get going here and get some things done before I have to get little Lizzie to the groomer. So I will be back later this afternoon, and we'll see what the day brought. Well, I'm on my way to take Lizzie to the groomer, and she's going to blubber the whole way there. She hates it. So we're waiting for a train. But yeah, it's quite the process getting these guys out the door one at a time, because They always go in a group, so I have to kind of sneak my way out the door, which isn't always easy. They are so smart. They know when I get dressed and when I put my shoes on that something's up. They just know it. Even though I put shoes on to go out in the yard, that's different. They know the difference. It's like we have this mental connection, and it's almost like they can read my mind. They really are smart. People that say, "Oh, it's just a dog," they really don't know what they're talking about. Seriously. If you've ever spent time with an animal, a dog or a cat or even a bird, whatever, they have their own way of communicating. They have their own personalities and spirits, and it's not just a dog, and it's not just an animal. And not to get on a platform here, but that's the main reason why I don't eat meat, because I have that kind of a connection with animals that some people, I guess, don't have. Not everybody has it. So anyway, little Lizzie is not a happy camper. I'm sure she'll be very happy when I pick her up. But in the meantime, I think I am going to take a run over to Aldi's and see what they have in the way of hanging baskets, because that is a really good deal. Oh, it's okay. Really, it's okay. I know, it's a terrible thing, but you're going to look very pretty when you're done. You will look so beautiful, and you'll smell nice. So anyway, I just thought I'd have a little hello on here while I'm on the way, since I was waiting for a train. Where I live in Olmsted Falls, a train track runs like through the middle of the town, and it's really a quaint town. I love living here in Olmsted Falls. It's not the cheapest place to live because of the schools. The taxes are high, but I really love this little town. So, okay, we're almost to our destination, and I'll be back later. So I stopped at Aldi's, and the baskets they had, it's like I figured. They were kind of picked over, and they were worth the $7.99, but they didn't really have anything that I was interested in, so I didn't get the baskets. And then, of course, I went into their specialty row, or whatever you want to call it, and I had probably about, a good $75 worth of items in my cart. I had a couple of drop-over greenhouses. They were $25, $24.99, something like that a piece. I had those in my cart. I had a hanging candle. I had a little portable wearable fan, which I already sort of have one. It was a different style. But, and then I bought some green onions, 2 packs, because I want to plant those in my garden rather than just starting them from seed. I don't have good luck with onions. So, and the strawberries were really nice, and I'm almost out of bananas. So I put everything back except for the strawberries, bananas, green onions, and there was something else food-wise that I bought. So I thought, no, I'm not buying all this other stuff. I don't need it. I have other drop-over greenhouses. I have the pop-up greenhouse. I have, no. So I put everything back, and I only ended up spending, it was under $8. So yay me. I'm glad I don't do all that impulse buying anymore. Not that I never do. I would be fibbing if I said I never impulse buy. But I thought, this is ridiculous. I don't need all this stuff. I have candles. I have a greenhouse. I have a fan. So I'm glad I put everything back. I don't regret doing that. And I don't regret not buying the flowers because I really didn't need those either. Now, I stopped at Mark's and I bought a couple of almost dead little trays for $2. I figured even if only half the plants are good anymore, they had the color that I wanted. I like the bright orange marigolds. So I gave those water right away. And then they had the New Guinea impatiens that look terrible, but I can rescue them. I'll just trim them down and they should pop back. So, and those were also $2. So I did get another tray of marigolds. For my front, I was going to do that anyway. And I got a couple more bags of potting soil because I do need that because I still have those trees to plant and I have to refresh some more of my pots. Even though I'm using all the small grow bags, I'm putting all the soil from those into the bigger pots. So, and then I'm planting the vegetables I'm giving my daughter, the vegetable plants. I have a couple of grow bags that I'm going to stick them all in, and then, she can put them in a garden or whatever she wants to do with them. So that's what I did. That's what I bought on the way while I was waiting for Lizzie to get her spa day done. So I'll be back in a minute and wrap things up. There she is, all pretty. She doesn't like the camera either. Well, I got home and I planted some tomatoes and I prepared my tomato containers. Now I have to pick out which tomatoes I want to plant. Altogether, I'll probably have about 8 tomato plants of different kinds. So, and maybe about 6 pepper plants, besides all the greens that I planted. I'll have 3 eggplants and, just basic vegetables. Nothing exotic, nothing fancy. So now I'm pooped and I'm sitting here in my chair. I'm going to relax for a little bit and then I'm going to have some dinner. Yesterday in my pantry I found some udon noodles and I had some marinated tofu. It was bought that way in the fridge, so I put that in the air fryer and crisped that up. I stuck in some broccoli, what else? Some cashews, and then I had some mandarin sauce, just a little bit left, and a couple of packets of sauce that comes with any, Chinese food you eat. So I mixed that all together, and then I had that for dinner, and it was really good. So I have enough for tonight as well, so that's what I'm having for dinner. I don't have to cook. I like to cook for at least a couple meals so that I don't have to keep reinventing the wheel every day. So anyway, that was pretty much my day. Hopefully no more frost. That would be awesome. because I really want to get this planting done and over with. So I'm trying to systematically plant the vegetables, just like I systematically try to declutter, just pick one thing in one area and just go with it. So anyway, that's all I have for you today, my friends. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. Right, Lizzie? No, I don't want to look at them. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.